You know, there's a saying that really hits close to home. Don't be nervous, just be yourself during the interview. Something I always tell people when they're anxious about big life changes or transitions.
Right. That makes total sense. Like, I remember my friend was super nervous about his job interview, and he was so focused on impressing everyone that he ended up just like rambling on and on. Did he get the job?
Exactly. Sometimes we can get so caught up in trying to appear perfect that we forget to just share who we are. And honestly, that's what makes us unique, right? I mean, think of John, for example. He made a killing in the stock market. Some might assume he just got lucky, but it was actually his ability to, study trends while being authentically him that really gave him the edge.
Oh, wow, yeah. I never thought of it that way. I always thought the stock market was just like this big mysterious thing that only geniuses could understand. But was he like super stressed about it? Because I feel like that would drive me crazy.
Oh, for sure. He definitely had his moments of stress. And you see, that's pretty common. People might think he's all about numbers, but in reality, it can eat at your peace of mind, especially if you have a poor appetite, like I do when I'm stressed. It's a real battle.
Haha, yeah. I'd just imagine munching on, like potato chips at night, thinking about stocks and totally missing out on actual meals. Speaking of stress, is there a particular thing you do, like a daily exercise, to cope with that?
I actually decided to adopt a dog from an animal shelter. And oh my goodness, it's been a game changer. Dogs have this incredible ability to lift your spirits. And speaking of spirits, there's something magical about those cherry blossoms in the spring that just make everything feel lighter.
Whoa, that's such a sweet connection. Dogs and cherry blossoms. I mean, don't you think that adopting a dog must be like having a little furry therapist? But also, aren't they a lot of work?
Absolutely, it's like a full-time job. My little sister, for instance, is so stubborn. She never listens to anyone, but when it comes to our dog, she's the first one to jump in for playtime. It's like the perfect balance.
I can totally picture that. Imagine the dog being like, "Dude, I just want to fetch the ball." And your sister's over there like, "No, I'm doing my own thing, haha." But then they bond over it, right? How beautiful. So are there any other parallels between life's stressors and adopting a pet?
You bet. It teaches you about responsibilities, like not forgetting to bring charcoal for the camping trip too, haha. You learn to balance pleasure with responsibilities, just as in relationships.
Oh yeah, like remembering birthdays and stuff? Wow, what a mind-bending analogy, like we put our relationships on hold. Okay, wait, do you think that's why people sometimes feel like relationships are pie in the sky? Line up eye? Like, they're just unattainable dreams?
Exactly. Some people say Jason is a cold fish. They just don't see the complexities beneath the surface. Emotions are layered and deep, similar to our goals. After all, once you're with someone, it's for the rest of your lives. And if both are seeking that genuine bond, then it's all worth it.
Whoa, that is such a relatable point. So I guess all of this boils down to being authentic, right? Because when you show your true self, whether with a pet or a person, you actually, make those connections stronger.
Precisely. And that, my friend, is how the journey becomes meaningful. So let's keep this conversation going. There's so much more to dive into here.